simple, straightforward stuff. Spreadsheets. If you need to use a spreadsheet, we've all used spreadsheet. You have a simple spreadsheet function that works in here. What you can do here, though, that's really cool is you can create a form. Okay, so for example, all right, I'm just going to create a quick form here. How did you like Trev's session? Be nice. Question. Could you hear him? Help test if you want. What kind of an answer? It's going to be a text. Okay. Next question. Next question. Come on. Oh. Next question. Could you hear him? Sample question number 2. I go in here, make my edits. Sample question 2. Rate the presentation. We'll give a multiple choice. Good. Fair. Didn't suck. And done. So, what can we do with this? I've got this thing, I'm going to save it. You can create a whole long form. I can email this form. Depending on the browser, that form will actually show up in the window and I can fill it out. I don't even have to go to another website. So I'm just going to email this really quick to Clark. Come on. Why is Clark not showing up?
Do you both have to be using the same browser?
No, it has nothing to do with the browser. For some reason, I am in my own personal email. How did that happen? And no, that's really weird. Should have been teaching Trev. Oh, I know. I think it was an old one. Let's go back to this. Okay, so anyways, sample question 1, blah, blah, blah. Answer the questions text. I'll just leave that as is. Email the form to Clark. No, look at that. It switched around. Well, this doesn't happen when you don't switch around browsers as much as I do. What ends up happening, though, is this question will actually show up in your email. And you can fill it out right from the email. You don't have to go to another web page. But I can also embed it. And as it says down at the bottom here, you can look at the actual form itself as a web page. So I can create a link. Sample question, this was cool. Sample question 2, I like it. And I submit it. The beauty of it is when I go to back to where it should be living, and I'm not sure now because it switches, but it takes all this information and it creates an Excel spreadsheet and puts it in automatically. So if you have 5 different questions, it'll create 5 different rows, one for each question, and then for every respondent, it goes down. One thing that, so you can use it for anything, surveys, whatever you want. Again, keeping in mind, if you're collecting information according to FOIP, you have to be able to secure it, blah, blah, blah. I wouldn't use it for student kind of retention. Where I have seen it done, though, is the Reg office does potlucks every once in a while. They create a form. Your name, what do you want to bring? Appetizer. So you check off one, an appetizer, the main course, the dessert, drinks, whatever. Click on the one you're going to bring. What's the item you're going to bring? Bang. When it's done, it's all entered into an Excel spreadsheet that's public, so everyone can go in and say, oh, okay, Trevor's bringing muffins, so I won't need to bring muffins. So the forms works with Excel. It gets published as a public website where everyone can see it, or just the people you introduce can see it. You now have access to all that information. There are some really good, powerful tools in spreadsheets. I don't want to go into it because I'm not a super spreadsheet guy, but there's some really cool stuff that you can do with the spreadsheet. The last thing with docs that I want to show you is you can also go and create a new item from a template. Lots of people have gotten together and decided, I'm going to make some really cool templates. And I can select by categories down here. I can select by the type of item, so a form. So I'm interested in having a form. There's a contact us form that you can put on your website. Wow, someone put in first-year applicants. The pastor's timeout feedback. What do you think of this session? And you can see all the different kind of looks to them. Those will automatically get added to your site. So I'm going to say I like this one. So I'll use this template. This now becomes a file within my Google Documents as an Excel spreadsheet. Does that make sense? I know it's kind of whirlwind, but there's so much to do. Again, the help files are just awesome for Google, so it's worth taking a look at that. Okay, as we're running out of time, any questions on the document stuff? Okay. Boy, it's hot in here. Last thing I want to talk about is Google Maps. I love Google Maps.